If you're a non-EU EEA citizen and you've been admitted to studies in Sweden, you need to apply for a Swedish residence permit for studies. In this video, I'll talk you through that process and how to secure that permit. The residence permit process is handled by the Swedish Migration Agency, and as a student, it is your responsibility to make a complete and correct application on their website. There, you will be able to find a complete set of instructions on how to do so, as well as information on all the required documents that you will need to provide. In general, permits are granted from the 1st of August if the student begins their studies in late August or early September. The length of the permit you can apply for depends on the length of your studies. However, permits can never be issued for more than 2 years at a time. If you're admitted to studies lasting more than 1 year, you can apply for either a 1-year or a 2-year residence permit. With a permit or series of permits, which is valid for at least 12 months, you will be able to register at the Swedish Tax Office and receive a Swedish personal number. You should only apply for the residence permit once you have paid the first tuition fee installment. When this payment has been received, the Migration Agency will be notified. You cannot be granted a permit if you have not made the first tuition fee payment. Tuition fee invoices will be available within a few days from you having received admission, and we strongly urge you to make your tuition fee payment as soon as possible so that you can then immediately apply for your residence permit, since it can take several months for the application to be processed. If you have received a Swedish Institute scholarship, you can also apply in April once you have activated your student account. If you have another kind of scholarship from your home country, please contact us to confirm the payment process and timing. When applying, it's important to carefully read all the requirements on the Swedish Migration Agency's website, but in summary, you will need a passport that is valid for the entire permit period you will be applying for, your notification of selection results. This is the PDF document you can download from your university admissions account, proof of insurance. All non-EU students paying a tuition fee at Lund University, either through private funds, a scholarship or loans, are covered by the insurance policy called FAS+. To prove that you have this insurance, it's enough to upload the terms and conditions of the insurance in your application. You will also need a document showing that you meet the funding requirement, for instance a bank account statement. Please note, however, that these funds must be available in an account that belongs only to you. Shared accounts with your parents, for instance, are not allowed. Credit cards, stocks, or shares are also not allowed. Any funds that you show must be available to be used for everyday living expenses in Sweden. The Migration Agency requires that you prove that you have access to the following amount per month for the duration of the residence permit you are applying for. Please note that these funds are not just for the purpose of the residence permit. These funds are to be used by you to cover your living costs once you are in Sweden, and this will be checked if and when you apply for an extension of your residence permit. If you're a student with a scholarship or study grant covering your cost of living, you will need to provide the relevant documentation for this instead. You will find all the details explained on the Swedish Migration Agency website, including information about permits for family members. After you have made your online residence permit application, you will need to show your passport at a certain point in order to be approved. This can either be done at the Swedish Embassy or Consulate General or via the digital passport verification app Freja. However, this is only available to you if you hold citizenship to one of the eligible countries as listed on the Migration Agency website. You will be notified of when it's time for you to show your passport. Please do not try and do this before you have received your notification to do so from the Migration Agency. You may also need to visit the Swedish Embassy or Consulate General to provide your biometric data for the residence permit card or to conduct an interview. Once your residence permit has been granted, the residence permit card will be sent from Sweden. You will need this card when you travel to Sweden. Some students, however, also have the option of providing their biometric data and getting their residence permit card in Sweden. Please note, however, the actual residence permit must always have been approved before you travel to Sweden. It's only the card that some of you will be able to obtain from inside of Sweden. All students must have received a positive decision from the Migration Agency before making their journey to Sweden. For more details about the residence permit for studies process, please always refer to the Swedish Migration Agency website www.migrationsverket.se. We look forward to welcoming you to Sweden and Lund University.